Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to see that how a driver registers and also gets verified by a validator who is already verified by the company's validator account, or rather let me simplify it, that validator was recruited by the company in order to ensure decentralized operation in terms of controlling the network. So over to how to sign up. So let me load the smart contract, which is this. You can find there are multiple actions, but I would need sign. Now, before that, I would like to show you an information. So this is a table for this account where we will be seeing the list of drivers who are already verified. You can find that this account is not present in this table at all. Moving on to the action sign up. So here I will use the same account and then type as driver. Now coming to these two parameters called national ID and profile hash. National ID means, so I have kept an information. So onto an app, you will be able to write all these fields, and correspondingly in the backend, the hash will be created and would be validated onto the blockchain. As we all know that the blockchain which is being used in TOE is a public one, so we cannot afford to show the names which are very much personal onto the public ledger. So that is why we have to ensure that the hash of this information gets shown onto the blockchain account. So the national ID parameter which has been asked in the sign up action is this, which is the hash of the country ID, and the profile ID is the hash of all three. Okay, so now moving on to the next part, which is this. So I will just copy the national ID and paste it over here. Similarly, I will copy and paste it over here, and I will write as register as driver. Let me create the transaction and we can broadcast it, and you can find that the transaction has been created. Now moving on to the next part, which is let us view the transaction. Now let's open the account, which is TOE drive 34. You can find that the transaction has happened. The user registers by adding as a driver. Now you will find that in the public ledger, the hash of the required fields is being shown on the public ledger. So no one will be able to decode the actual name from this hash, as a hash algorithm is irreversible. Now moving on to how to, or rather, let's see the information of the driver onto the table. So you can find that there has been this driver which registered, and you will find that the user status as added, unlike others who have been already verified by the respective validators. Now we will head on to how to validate. So let's take this validator account and validate this driver. Now let's use the action called vb_try_com, and then we will use the same name as validator account, and we will use try 3431, and user type would be driver, and user status will be verified, and then memo will be verify as driver. So now you can find that after refreshing this account on the Block Explorer, you can easily find that a transaction has happened where the user status is updated to verified by this note for this is verify as driver. Now let's head on to that table and let's view it once. Now you can find that this table information where there is a verify timestamp on this particular timestamp as in date, day, time, everything, and this is the add information timestamp, and the current status is verified. The verified name is topar 6 times 1. These are the other information like write total, write rated, and rating average. Okay, so that's it. Here we have seen that how a driver signs up and gets verified by a validator who is already verified, that we can very well check using this. Now you will find that this validator is verified. Okay, so that's it